President Biden's closest advisors privately discussed the possibility that he may need to use a wheelchair if he won re-election because his physical health had deteriorated so much. That scoop out.
That's crazy because as a reliable viewer of mainstream media, I was told he was fine.
He is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
President Biden has a photographic memory, but he's totally focused. He's very sharp.
They say he's sharp in meetings and so on.
A wheelchair? I don't think so. Not the Joe Biden they're describing there.
So the White House physician, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, was telling White House aides that President Biden's deterioration of his spine, the degeneration, was so significant that if he fell one more time, that he might have to be in a wheelchair and serve in a wheelchair for his second term. But everybody pushed off the notion that he used a wheelchair.
I mean, yeah, I don't believe this. I was listening to the media in 23 and 24. A wheelchair? Biden was at the top of his game.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever.
That's what I've been saying. Wheelchair? No way. Not for Joe Biden. The guy is on his game.
The election, this is all part of a larger whole where the Biden White House tried to hide the extent of his deterioration, both physical and cognitive, as much as possible. In fact,
I mean, is Jake Tapper MAGA? This is disgusting. I can't believe this. The right-wing misinformation crew, they need to be wrong, right?
Favorite Christmas game. What did Joe just say?
Think about what you'd think about at the time. Barack and I think it's a right for people to have bad health care. For people to have bad health care.
No, end of quote. Repeat the line.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. True international effort to pressure.
No, end of quote. Repeat the line. America's.
Guy looks fine to me.
The behind-the-scenes details of how President Biden's closest aides privately discussed putting him into a wheelchair if he had won re-election. This new reporting out today in Axios and coming from the new...
What the heck is this story, though? Just roll him out in a wheelchair. Weekend at Bernie's. It's a movie. It's not supposed to be life. The biggest leader in the world. He's not supposed to be Weekend at Bernie's. What are you going to do? Like attach that string to his hand? Hey, Joe, wave. There's the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Wave to him, Joe. Okay, final clip here. Biden was asked about some of these questions on a recent episode of The View. Let's see what he said.
Invitation to come to the show.
And Mr. President, just to follow up on this, some of the reporting is that people like the former president you served under, Barack Obama, George Clooney, a longtime supporter of yours, major Democratic donor, Chuck Schumer, your dear friend Nancy Pelosi, also had expressed concerns about your ability to do the job for 4 more years. Can I ask what your relationship is with President Obama and how you address those concerns that they raised?
Well, look, I think that the only reason I got out of the race was because I didn't want to have a divided Democratic Party.
The only reason, not because people were saying I should be in a wheelchair. Imagine if he would have somehow pulled that off and he'd be president right now in a wheelchair. Again, like Trump's in Saudi Arabia right now. What would he be doing there if he could somehow get there? Or would he just zoom everywhere?
It's a simple proposition. And so that's why I got out of the race. I thought it was better to put the country ahead of my interest, my personal interest. I'm not being facetious. I'm being deadly earnest about that.
Yeah, we know.
And I
don't even know what he meant by that.
I think that, we still, let's put it this way. I had 6 more months. I did a pretty good job in 6 months.
Yeah.
Man, people cannot follow what he's doing. Maybe he gets a round of applause there. Like, people just, get on with the joke. Man, that looked like the debate moment almost where he froze up with Trump, but that's crazy. Like, they're going to try to, if he would have won, put him in a wheelchair. That's just crazy reporting that's come out recently. But anyway, with that said, I'll finish the video there. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, and have a great day.